is good. Lamar, basket and one. He has 6 points back. Lahat knocks down the 3. Steal, Yam Bing, look out. William Bing throws it down. Laddie sees a gap and throws it down. Early down by Bennett with a hammer. Jadel for 3.
Ito ang Liga About Filipino. This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League 2026 regular season, and we are back at the Pasay Astrodome for an important game in the North Division. We got AJ Miranda and Meycauayan Marilao Gems making the trip here to Pasay to take on the Pasay Voyagers. Coach Jonathan Banal looking calm as he leads the Gems against Cyril Gonzalez and the Pasay Voyagers, who last week just suffered a loss to Abra. So it's bounce back time for Pasay as they take on Meycauayan. The chase for a spot in the playoffs is on here at the Astrodome. Magandang gabi mga kaliga, sila Tupas kasama si Christian Luanzon. Magandang gabi din sa mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube, Top Sports and Solar Sports. An important game in terms of positioning in the North Division. Alam natin, the top 3 is pretty much set. Pero itong number 4 to number 10 looks like a pretty wide open race. Playoff, play-in, you name it, may chance lahat.
Well, tama ka dyan, no? Because Jonathan Banal, his goal for this team, because they are overachieving, they looking to take advantage. Gusto nila makuha yung 4th spot. Now, currently, who sits there is Ilagan, which will play tomorrow. A huge game against Bataan. That remains yet to be seen. But Pasay still at the 5th spot right now. So if Pasay can solidify this game, going for their 10th win, then it will boost their chances obviously, and would lessen yung chances to spoil yung goal nito si Coach Jonathan of Meycauayan.
Yes, and of course, we have our courtside reporter joining us, si Daphne Cristobal. Daphne, alam kong medyo mabigat itong laban na to para sa dalawang kupanan. Kamusta sila heading into this matchup?
We know na medyo mabigat nga itong larong to, but let's take things lighter for tonight. You know what? These two coaches are also part of the Mapua Cardinals coaching staff, and this is the first time that they'll be going up against each other. When they saw the schedule, mukhang in denial pa nga sila at ayaw nila masyadong pag-usapan. When I spoke to head coach Tantan Panal, he mentioned na very detailed and dedicated itong si Coach M. But when I spoke to Coach M naman, he described Coach Tantan as a very determined and very passionate coach. So, meron silang naging team gathering few months ago, naglaro sila ng NBA 2K. Sabi ni Coach Tantan sa akin, ang nanalo si Coach M. But the big question is, here in the real game, sino kaya ang magwawagi? Back to you guys.
Ba? Nalipat ang matchup dito sa totoong basketball.
Oo nga. Saka coaches, usually players yung mga naglalaro.
Ako, hindi rin ako magpapatalo sa 2K. Hindi pwede yan.
Hindi ka mananalo?
Talaga? Sige, tingnan natin. Of course, Meycauayan Marilao, MJ De La Virgen playing against his former team, Batangas, had 17.7 rebounds and 4 assists. And, if Meycauayan somehow gets, these kind of numbers from MJ and, all the others follow suit, I think they'll be in good hands.
Well, he gave that bench a big boost para sa Meycauayan, although that's a negative 11 for them because Batangas scored 49. But his best game as a gem. Talk about itong si De La Virgen, and what a time to come. Alam naman natin, players playing against their former teams, 99.9% of the time play well, and yun yung nangyari sa larong yon against his former team Batangas.
And sa Pasay naman, on the other hand, they were the only team in the league that has
brought a curse.
Before
that game.
May bit-bit. And it's Abra dominant in that win, 68-51, and Pasay 50 made field goals. That's just crazy, the way Abra suffocated Pasay with their defense.
For Abra's end, this was probably the second biggest win, especially for Kong JB, apart from winning a championship, because nahinto nga yung curse nila against Pasay after 3-4 outings. But Pasay in that game, really that was a close one for 2 quarters, but it was a different third quarter. That dynamic forwards of Ildefonso, Ayon, and si Figueroa, really that's the best in the league as far as I'm concerned, and he just had a hard time dealing with those 3, and but had a biggest deficit of Abra of about 20 points.
Okay, so Pasay up against Meycauayan Marilao in our main game here at the Astrodome. Let's go to Richard Campos.
Forward number 14, the Apollo 14, Jason Apolonio. Also at forward number 12, Vince Tolentino. Guard number 0, MJ De La Virgen. They are led by Jonathan Banal. Assistant coaches, Dexter Rosales, Isaiah Banal, Nate Santos, Kian Garatay, and Francis Zamores. Team manager, Kaiser Galvez. Team owners, Aya Saicon and Marilao Mayor, Attorney James C. And now, for your Pasay Voyagers! At guard number 15, Renz Alcoriza. Coming in at center number 42, Leon Martel. Forward number 25, Munmun De La Cruz. The other forward number 16, Jello Santiago. And at point guard number 13, Steve Nash Enriquez. The head coach is Marlon Martin. Assistant coaches Vic Escudero, Hubert De Los Santos, Brian Orog, Adrian Bocal, and Kat Tenorio. Team consultant Cholo Martin. Team owners Raul Bacalso, Mickey Ligot, Lavin Castro, JD Castro, and Lian Calixto Rubiano.
Starting 5 brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. MJ De La Virgen, Bing Cervantes, Nas Cañal, Vince Tolentino, and Jason Apolonio start for Meycauayan. Pasay naman has Nash Enriquez, Renz Alcoriza, Lian Martel, Munmun De La Cruz, and Jello Santiago. Should be a fun matchup here between 2 playoff hopefuls in the North Division. Pasay wins the tip, wearing the pink jerseys here. Meycauayan Marilao, white and pink as well.
Well, interestingly, De La Virgen, as you see the turnover force, I was about to say, yes, maganda ang laro ni De La Virgen nung last game. Probably is the reason why that he's starting. I think it's more of the matchup really kay Steve Nash Enriquez, quickness-wise.
Absolutely.
He forces the turnover para sa first defensive possession nila.
There's Apolonio backing down on Santiago. Apolonio. Air balls that shot. Nash Enriquez tried to thread the needle there.
Kita mo yung intensyon ni Coach Jonathan dahil maganda ang nilalaro nitong si Santiago on both ends. Inatake kagad, gustong pahirapan kagad. Probably get an early foul kay Santiago. Yun lang, si Apolonio hindi nakashoot doon.
Their officiating crew, John Santiago, the crew chief, J.R. Francisco, Sherwin Mina, and Feby Boy Galica. Munmun De La Cruz, Cañal had a hand to that. Ball goes back to Meycauayan Marilao.
Well, that was a nice move to get a paint touch by Munmun De La Cruz, but as you mentioned, a nice recovery by Miles Cañal despite of being half a step late, was able to get a hand on the basketball. I thought that was partially blocked.
Well, there's a challenge already here on that call. Early challenge here for Coach Marlon Martin.
Just shows you the importance of this game.
He'll be right back.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge for Coach M, and that's it for him in terms of a challenge. That's last. Oh, wow. Well, last touch on Vince Tolentino. Looked like last touch on Vince Tolentino.
I don't know, they must have had a better angle, pero doon sa angle na nakuha natin, mukhang si Vince Tolentino nga ang last touch na.
Yeah, nga. And look at the defense here from Pasay, causing problems on Meycauayan.
Well, they got into their offense late. Kaya itong si Miles Cañal aggressively drove the basketball. Natapik sa kanya, 6 seconds remaining.
Bing Cervantes looking for a teammate. Binigay kay Tolentino. De La Virgen has to shoot. And he makes it. MJ De La Virgen.
I was about to say, nice post move by De La Virgen, but that happened, that basket, one step inside the three-point line.
That's
that spin move and jump hook.
One-hander. Oh my gosh. Hirap dun, ha? Alcoriza gets away. Contact with Vince Tolentino.
How about that try by Alcoriza, rejecting the ball screen, showing the quick first step, but this move, this basket to beat the clock. A jump hook, one step inside the three-point line by a point guard.
Why do I have a feeling that you can make that type of shot?
Well, first, hindi lahat ng feelings tama. Okay.
Okay.
So, second, hindi lahat ng feelings tama.
Split at the line para kay Renz Alcoriza. Pasay is on the board though. Apolonio challenges the defense and scores. Jason Apolonio. Munmon de la Cruz, that's off his foot. That's off his foot.
Cha-challenge yata nila.
Yeah.
Or not. I don't think they will. Look at this move. Little inside-out cross by Apolonio. Quickly on the other end.
Nash. Well, no Christian Fajarito here. Para dito sa Pasay, Alcoriza hits the three. Wala na magagawa si Bing Cervantes doon. Nakabantay naman siya eh.
All the 4 points of Pasay coming from Renz Alcoriza to start this game.
Vince Tolentino. Munmon de la Cruz bothering him. 7 seconds in the shot clock na natitira dito for the Meycauayan Marilao Gems. This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers. And Vince Tolentino scores for Meycauayan Marilao.
How about the Leverhens showing such poise on that ball screen action, even though the clock was winding down for them. On the hedge, was able to do a step back in the pass to Vince Tolentino. Vince finishes it.
Pinapahirapan nila ito si Renz Alcoriza.
Both teams really pinapahirapan yung kanilang kalaban. Ito yun, no? Yung step back. You see how he passes the ball.
That's a tough finish galing kay Vince Tolentino.
Pag-handle niya ng ball screen doon. Apreko, lalabas. Or papasok rather. Excuse me.
Napahinga muna si Vince Tolentino. Nash picks up his dribble. Martel, top of the key. Santiago attacks middle and commits the turnover. De La Virgen with the steal. Wing Cervantes. It's it to Apreko. Apreko can't make the shot. Rebound ni Alcoriza.
Probably not the shot you're looking for if you're Coach Jonathan. Still early in the clock. Apreko, a little wild shot there. Steve Nash open, wala. No pink shirts right there for another chance for another possession.
De la Virgen, Abrecu gets it to Kanyal, who misses the jumper. Natapik, napunta kay Nash Enriquez. Alcoriza drives. Good D there by De la Virgen.
Well, he found himself underneath the rim. And napalpal siya ng board doon.
Now Cervantes had the right intention to get the ball to Abrecu. Being Cervantes, homegrown player, getting the start ahead of Sean Argente. Argente now in the ball game. Martel, now Alcoriza. Lian Martel misses the jumper. Argente with the rebound. It's back with Sean. Abrecu looking for a teammate. Gets it to Apolonio. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Apolonio will fire. Anybody? Nash. Nash turns on the Jets. Nash Enriquez. Off the left leg there.
Ang sabi mo, turns on the Jets. Yun nga yung nangyari doon. Naiwanan ni Nash yung buong depensa nitong Meycauayan on this transition.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. And Nash Enriquez looking to complete the three-point play. Let's go to Daphne.
Pasay could miss a 13-point production from their main guy, Christian Fajarito, who had his tooth extracted. While in my conversation naman earlier with King Ortiza, he made mention about effort, something that cannot be taken away from them. Kahit second season pa nga lang niya dito sa MPBL, he wants to level up his contribution for Pasay, lalo na nga raw at galing siya sa malakas na team pero di siya nagagamit. So this is embracing every opportunity that he gets. Sa Delphin Coach Christian.
Thank you so much, Daphne. They certainly will miss. Ito si Christian Fajarito averaging 13 points, and it's an almost double-double every time Christian Fajarito is there. Really their main offensive weapon, Christian Fajarito.
One of the best post players in the league, probably in the top 3 in my list. I have Sid Manzano at the top. And actually, Mark Pingres.
Major Miranda. Oh. This is a gimme. Tama ka dyan, no?
Yeah.
Christian Fajarito.
Yeah. Top 3 at least. You talk about a post player who can not only score but command a double team.
And has an expanded range as well.
Right, right. Doon sa tatlong binanggit ko na pangalan, siyang, ano yun, pinakamagandang may shooting doon sa tatlo. And range.
Yeah. 10-6 is the count here. And Cyril Gonzalez, that's a turnover.
Unforced.
Well, defensive pressure. And it certainly has not let up here.
For both teams.
The play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Nice drop off. All right there by Jimboy. A little pistols action for Ajem.
Serrano inside. Jerick puts it in on the two-man game with Ajem Miranda.
Nice look by Ajem. And just off angle, no, on the tag. Ito si De La Cruz. And was able to give Serrano an angle to the board right there for the lefty finish.
Gortiza hits the three.
Heard a whisper or maybe a short shout behind the bench of Meycauayan as he was taking the shot. Gives them a stare.
Miranda gets away. It's a block by Munmun and a foul.
Wala nang challenge. Itong Pasay. Kahit na gusto nilang i-challenge yan at kahit tama pa sila.
Let's see what happened here.
There's the blow by. Here's the left layup. May kamay.
Yeah, but Could have easily let that one go as well. Major Miranda at the free throw line. Parang pupunta sa isang 70s na gala. Itong si sapatos ni AJ Miranda. Parang the Great Gatsby eh. Itong Gigi na Kobe ni AJ Miranda. Pwedeng suotan ng suit eh.
I can only drool.
Well, we can only drool. I love them as well.
Pero hindi mo siya ka-size eh.
Ay, hindi mo maka-size. Pwede ko na mahanapan. Size.
Ang ganda ng challenge si Serrano doon, no? Off yung tira ni Hilario for that attempted 3.
13-9. MannyPay is the digital wallet built for the community. Siyempre, itong MannyPay nakasuporta sa MPBL. And Meycauayan in a nice flow offensively here in the first quarter.
Well, we talked about the pressure on the ball. This time he gets a little brush screen, and Jimboy Pastoran, the second group, has changed the energy. More points for them. Timeout ang na-force sila kay Coach M.
15-9 ng mga Meycauayan.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sekreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. And speaking of Sports Plus, we'd like to greet our good friend here in the MPBL. Siyempre, one of the hardest working people around, especially dito sa partnership ng MPBL and Sports Plus, Madam Rosel Roque Maningat. I'm sure you're enjoying your birthday. Nakita ko may birthday ride pa kanina yan. Madam Rosel, hindi ka na nagsasabi, birthday mo pala. Bukas tayo kita sa bukas tayo magkita sa sa Bacoor. Babatiin, di bale, tatlong bati ito sa game na to. Madam Rosel. Ajem finds Argente. Back shot is good. Lot of off-ball movement here for the Gems.
So that's just familiarity, because ang ganda ng fake ni Miranda. He was going for a step-through shot, pero nabasa ni Argente yung opening dun sa right side. Perfectly timed. Nice pass.
Parks gets off the ground with 2 feet. And a foul on Serrano.
So this was the ball screen action with a guy in the corner at yun yung backdoor. Ito si Argente, and even if he missed that shot, Apreco would have been there to clean it up.
And Parks makes the free throw. Nash Enriquez. And 2 for 2 for Mark Parks.
Younger brother of Ray Ray. Son of
the great,
the late, my coach, Coach Bobby Parks.
One of my favorite imports ever.
No question.
Yeah. 7th time.
Paved the way, really. You could make a case for.
Oh, Serrano knocks down the 3.
Right between the eyes of Brian Hilario. So kung ano yung hindi ginawa ni Brian, no? Couple possessions back, hitting a 3, ginawa ni Serrano sa kanya.
Gonzalez, mintis ang 3.
Nice rebound.
Right. That's Mark Parks in the second opportunity.
Relentless on the offensive glass, doesn't get it the first try, converts on the second. Good hands.
Gortiza lays it in. Pasay making a run here, 20-15. 10 seconds remaining in the first. Nanatili sa Meycauayan Marilao ang bola.
May paulsugi pa ang Pasay.
This steal of the game is brought to you by the Extreme Boom 3 waterproof speaker, unstoppable sound, ultimate power. Balik Bacoor ang MPBL bukas as San Juan takes on Gensan in a duel between leaders in their respective divisions. Gensan and San Juan. That's a big game. Abangan nyo bukas, July 9, Strike Gym in Bacoor. Foul given up by Hilario. Pasay has fouls to give.
Pasay has a couple more fouls to give, but they better be careful here because this is going to be a catch and shoot situation.
And the miss from Pastoran. That means the end of the first period, 2015. Well, this was a sign of things to come for the Gems after that turnaround buzzer beater galing kay MJ de la Virgen. Alcoriza had his moments, but Meycauayan Marilao taking this first period. Much better flow offensively. Finding the open man was Agent Miranda, 22-15 at the end of one.
Woo! 2 points.
Bravo! Q10.
Twist of Fate, Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. Dito lang sa Solarflix.
Don't miss the newest Turkish drama to hit Philippine screens, Twist of Fate. Weeknights at 8 on Solarflix. Solarflix is seen on Sky Channel 16, Signal Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 33, and DDT Channel 21 in Metro Manila.
A lot of implications in this game as something we talked about before the game started. A win by either team, or sorry, a loss rather, could be a twist of fate because that fourth spot up for grabs really for home court advantage.
Grabe ka, ha? Ginamit mo talaga yung twist of fate, ha?
Siyempre.
Serrano misses, no twist of fate there. Hilario able to recover, balik kay Daryl Manliguez. Hilario, Gonzalez, Manliguez, back to Hilario, launches the three. No, rebound ni Apreco, hindi man na natinag eh. Nabangga in mid-air. Pastoran trying to get away from the defense. Apreco looking for options. Argente will fire. Count the basket and one.
Siya na yung bumagsak. Siya pa yung nag-sorry sa official. Napakabait. Tutulog si Argente. But how about the patience right here, Sedef? Little dribble handoff action and just out of control. Itong si Cyril as he went up for that late challenge. Ito.
Well, Gonzalez was all over him that time.
But that little screen after the handoff was enough for Argente to launch the shot. Na-foul pa siya.
Melchior's the official outfitter of the MPBL. He completes the 4-point play. Meycauayan makes it a 9-point lead.
6 points for Argente off the bench.
Ortiza. Manliguez with the answer from beyond the arc.
That's a much needed basket para sa Pasay after that jumper by Manliguez after that ball screen.
Serrano will fire. Oh, he's been shooting extremely well. 2 of 3 para kay Jeric Serrano. 8 points off the bench. Hilario, short. Apreco secures the rebound. Marilao looking to make this a double-digit lead. Pastoran is open. No good on the 3. Parks with a rebound. Goes to Manliguez. Nico. Now Gortiza back out to Manliguez.
That's a foul.
It's a foul on Argente.
Labas si Serrano. Gets a much needed rest and cheer from his teammates on the bench. Pasok si Giyab. Pasok din si Ramos.
Gortiza. Jumper is good. King Gortiza wanted that shot so bad. Hinanap niya talaga yung pwesto niya doon, no? Josh Giyab is in the game for the first time para sa Meycauayan Marilao. Patrick Ramos is in as well.
Well, he received 2 screens there. The second one from Munmul de la Cruz on target and just failed to help out his teammate was Apreco.
So these are 4 former heavy bombers. Oh, it's Argente with the Pinoy step. What a finish. 29-20. Gortiza again, feeling it. Oh. The degree of difficulty on these shots from King Gortiza. Absolutely crazy. 9 points now.
I like what he's doing though. He's not settling for 3-point shots. Instead, creating a move to increase the percentage inside the 3-point line. But Ajem with a step back, foot on the line.
Ajem Miranda knocks down the jumper, 31-22. Manliguez gets it to Gortiza, heating up. No good on the 3. Here comes Patrick Ramos.
This is going to count if it goes. It's going to be 2 shots.
Good job there by Patrick Ramos, staying with it.
Being strong with the basketball and also with his body. Yung mga ganong hip check in transition, mahirap saluhin yung mga ganong bangga. This was the split and the Pinoy step.
Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Well, let's bring back Daphne.
The past 3 struggles of Meycauayan was described by Coach Tantan Banal as a slump, sharing he feels like they are on the same page, same composition of young guys who loves to run, and also in the same situation wherein may up and down sila this season together with Pasay. Kaya alam ni Coach Tantan, no, heading towards this game, magkakatalo na lang sila doon sa kung sino ang mas magpupursige or who will showcase more effort in tonight's game. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat. Daphne and of course Coach Jonathan Banal really recognizing the importance of this game. Jello Santiago from the corner, no good. Apreco has been a
menace on the boards.
Absolutely, and because of those rebounds, it has really allowed, already with 7 rebounds
Off the bench.
it has allowed Meycauayan Marilao to really push the basketball.
Right. Because it has not allowed Pasay to attack the offensive glass. Only 2 so far they have allowed.
Josh Giab brought in during the window from Ilagan Isabela. He was released by Ilagan Isabela.
That's going to be a violation if it's a miss.
Well, he makes it, so
Play on.
33-22. 11 puntos ang lamang na Meycauayan Marilao. Final to Munmun. Here's Santiago. Santiago lays it in. Strong attack to the cup para kay Jello Santiago.
It took 2 reversals for them, for Santiago to realize that he had to make something happen, and he liked the matchup. I believe that was Agent Miranda on him. He had a strong move going to his strong hand right. Miranda sizes up. Voila.
No good, and Santiago secures the rebound. And Alcoriza lays it in.
A nice way to protect the basketball. Alcoriza using his inside hand to avoid the block, potentially by Apreco that time. Nice pass by Santiago.
Inside, Giab is fouled by De La Cruz. The fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Now Martel comes in, turns for Munmun de la Cruz, who is called for his second foul. Giab misses from the foul line. Another split para kay Josh Giab. Final goes to Santiago, back out to Nico. 8 seconds sa shot clock dito. Jello decides to attack, and a foul on Apolonio. Ibang klase dito si Jello Santiago, eh, no? Pag walang option, puts his head down and just puts a lot of pressure on the defender.
Tsaka mahirap na angulo yun, ha? Because that was not a direct line to the basket. Almost close to behind the board, no? Yung lane drive na yun. But because of his strong legs and slight ability to hang, able to fish for a foul kay Apolonio.
Certainly one of the most athletic players out there in the league. You can see Jello Santiago, 3 points so far. MannyPay is the digital wallet built for the community. Ramos to Miranda. Giab gets it to Pat. Naive. Ajem Apolonio open. No, Naive attacks the offensive glass, and that time Pasay let off the hook.
Well, care of Steve Nash Enriquez was able to steal the basketball on the second attempt by Naive. This will be short.
Apolonio to Ajem.
Pass.
Unselfish play from Ajem Miranda to Robbie Naive. Kinal.
Not a
Jumper.
good shot.
No.
Not a good shot. 4 white shirts inside the paint. Obviously, no numbers.
Giab. Binigay kay Ramos. Naive has it. Naive takes the jumper and knocks it down.
That's a play Coach Jonathan loves to run against the zone. Pero babalik, no? Parang U-turn yung wingman papuntang corner. And Naive, even though the first attempt was taken away from 3, was able to dribble pull up. Another foul.
Another foul on Naive on the driving Alcoriza.
Well, here's the thing. You have to appreciate Pasay. You know, sabi mo nga, like Santiago putting his head down, getting to the free throw line, but it's really more of Meycauayan bailing out etong Pasay. They don't really have to foul. They just have to put their hands up, challenge on top. If he makes it, he makes it.
Let's bring back Daphne.
We know him as Renz Alcoriza, but his family knows him better as Dek since his birthday is December. Even his brother is Joel since July naman yung kaarawan ng kapatid niya. In their last game, Dek reiterated, ang lalaki ng Abra. That's why they had some difficulty in one-on-one defense, and personally, he found himself in trouble off his outside shots. Tonight, let's see how Dek will get his rhythm back para matulungan makabawi itong Pasay Voyagers. Sa Delphin Coach Christian.
Thank you so much, Daphne. Of course, Dek, or AKA Renz. Already an MPBL champion, but it, you know, just sa mga players na kahit saan mo ilagay na team, pwede talagang mag-contribute. As Naive already has 7 points. It's a 12-point lead. Alcoriza drives again. Left it short. Naive to AJ Miranda. Back to Naive, another 3. No, Ramos able to clean it up. 14-point lead for Meycauayan Marilao.
They're just the more aggressive and alert team in this quarter. How many times have we seen them, even their guards, attack the offensive glass?
Alcoriza gets away. Bigay kay Martel for 2.
Beautiful drive by Alcoriza to set up Martel.
Nakita mo dito, the person, itong Pasay, you know, they have a lot of players who play a similar style. You can feel like Alcoriza and Cyril Gonzalez and a bit of King Gortiza. Parang interchangeable. Di mo minsan, and Angelo Santiago to some extent.
Look at this cross.
But always fun to have these young legs and, you know, these players na kaya maglaro ng ganyang style and you know, can put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Well, if you look at the makeup of this team, you could say it's pretty much similar to how Batangas, you know, revamped sort of their roster of being younger, being more athletic.
Medyo mas maliit lang.
Yeah.
Mas maliit na version lang.
Height is the difference.
Free throws brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Especially compared to the forwards of Batangas that they added. And also, they don't have a go-to player, which Batangas has, in Jan Nermal. Again, nung preseason, this is something we emphasized. One of the more underrated pickups, I thought, in that off-season. Yung hindi masyadong pinag-usapan, but big factor, obviously.
Yeah, that's Alcoriza losing confidence right now. 11 points. As the Gems have a 9. Pasay has trimmed the deficit to 9. Naive looking for a cutter. He finds Apolonio. Di ko alam kung paano niya nahanap yun. Basta nahanap niya.
I know how. With poise. He did not panic. Had a foot in the paint. Nawala sa kanya yung bola. Na-recover niya. Made a nice shot fake and used that shot fake, the window of opening after, to find Apolonio.
45-34. Alcoriza drives and lays it in for 2.
Where will Pasay be at this point without Alcoriza's scoring prowess in the first half? Look at this, splitting the ball screen defense, laying it up and in, uncontested at the rim.
45-36, 21 seconds left in the half.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sikreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. We're live from the Astrodome in Pasay City. 9 points ang lamang ng Meycauayan Marilao Gems in this crucial North Division showdown. De La Virgen brings the ball down. Binigay kay AJ Miranda. 8 seconds. Ajim. Pamawala ang bola sa kanya. Ajim recovers, in and out dribble. Pull up jumper is good.
That is pure.
I love how AJ Miranda was able to break down the defense right here. Just
Nausog eh, no?
Oo. Yung sa in and out dribble na.
Signal.
Oo. And AJ Miranda beats the buzzer. It's an 11-point lead para dito sa Meycauayan Marilao, as Sean Argente has also come alive in this ball game. Couple of three-pointers. No, three baskets already, including a 4-point play. And Sean Argente contributes 8 points for Meycauayan, which now has an 11-point lead at the break.
Bakit parang ayaw mo nang makipagkita sa akin?
Dahil natatakot ako. Maganda kung iisipin pero sa totoong buhay.
So hindi pa pwede ang rich girl at poor boy?
Bakit pwede ba?
Bakit naman hindi?
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanigang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo.
47-36 is our halftime score, and we're joined by one of the assistant coaches of the Meycauayan Marilao Gems. We have here Coach Nate Santos. Magandang gabi po, Coach Nate. Right now, nasa comfortable 11-point lead itong panig ng Meycauayan. Sa tingin niyo po, ano pong pwede pa nilang gawin para ma-maintain to pagdating natin ng second half?
According to Coach Jonathan, stick to the system and gang rebound. So, and shoot the free throws. Yun lang naman.
And hopefully we'll see more of that later on. Baka meron kayong gustong pasalamatan.
Okay. Thank you to our bosses, Mayor Attorney Gemina C. of Marilao, Bulacan, Boss Cap Aya Saicon, Mayor Attorney Henry Villarica of Meycauayan, Bulacan, Boss Kaiser Galvez, Madam Grace Labrusca Galvez, and we would like to thank our sponsors, Villarica Pawn Shop, Perea Moto District, Gemina C Foundation, Agostea Ship Manning Philippines, XIB, our official outfitter. Binabati ko din lahat ng Marileño at mga taga Meycauayan na sumusuporta sa amin. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat Coach Nate and good luck to Meycauayan Marilao Gems later on. Huwag kayong aalis dahil magbabalik pa ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Alipin, buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL!
Laban sa same court for our grand prize. Tawagin natin yung ating mga challengers na Jerry Pareha ng Barangay 191 at si Mark Labadja mula Barangay 110. Ito parehong taga Pasay City. Ready na ba kayo for the challenge? Meron kayong 45 seconds to complete a driving layup, a free throw, a 3-point shot, at syempre ang half-court shot from the official sports plus floor markers. Ang unang player na makakashoot sa half-court ang mag-uwi ng 50,000 pesos. If time is up at walang nakashoot from the half-court, ang player na unang nakaabot sa pinakamalayong spot ang mag-uwi ng 2,000 pesos at hindi namang uwing luhaan ang ating non-winner dahil meron siyang 1,000 pesos. Kaya sa bagong Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge, lahat ng kasali, panalo! Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go! Ito, na-shoot kagad ni Jerry Pareha. Nasundan ni Mark Labadja. Talaga naman, head-to-head ang labanan. Parehong mahusay, mabilis. Sige, 28 seconds. Nadali ni Jerry sa 3-point. Tingnan natin, ito na. For 50,000 pesos, Jerry Pareha ng Barangay 191. Let's it fly. Uy! Isa pa! Yaka pa yan, Jerry! This is the big moment for Jerry Pareha. Tingnan natin. 3, 2, 1. Alright, yang sa. Pero winner natin, walang iba kundi si Jerry Pareha. You won for yourself a 2,000 pesos. 1K naman para kay Mark Labadja. Congratulations! At sa ating mga kaliga, check out the Sports Plus FB page to find out how you can join. At baka ikaw na ang susunod na winner ng Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge.
Kapag may labay nagkakatisa Visayas, sa Mindanao, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba. Dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay umayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayay di matatalo. Buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang nangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo. Iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin. Sa droga ay huwag maalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL, Liga Pilipinas.
Halftime dito sa Astrodome in Pasay City kung saan ang Meycauayan Marilao Gems have taken an 11-point lead, and gotta be impressed with Meycauayan and the way they're playing right now. Interestingly, I think there's
an error
There's
there.
an error there.
Even with the assist one.
Yes,
There is a reason why we put that one, because
that should be Meycauayan.
yeah, 17 assists for Meycauayan compared to only 3 for Pasay, and that department was led by Ajem Miranda, who had 6 assists in the first half, had 7 points, the last one to beat the clock. But this second group has made a huge difference. That's really the story of the game. You know, 37-16, something that you saw also. This was the last play of the quarter to beat the clock. Hindi nyo na nakita, no? Pero yung kay Ajem Miranda, 37-16, as I mentioned. Bench points para sa Meycauayan. What's crazy about that stat, Sidef? No white shirt scored in double figures para sa Meycauayan, and yet they dominated the bench points compared to Pasay, Alcoriza. Sabi nga natin, saan pupunta tong offense to, no? Malamang nabaon na talaga sila kung hindi dahil sa mga offensive baskets nitong si Alcoriza, who had 13.
And we are underway in the third period. Alcoriza starts with Jelo Santiago, Munmon de la Cruz, Dian Martel, and Nash Enriquez. Pasay missing the services of Christian Fajarito, their top big man.
Emerito, tatawagan ng foul doon. Mukhang i-review nila. Emerito did not see action in the first half.
Emeterio.
Excuse me. And not the way you want to introduce yourself, obviously. Fouling a jump shooter. The hottest hand in the first half, Alcoriza, catch and shoot, foul, basket pa, 4-point play coming up. They will review this. A potential unsportsmanlike foul. And if this is an unsportsmanlike foul, you're looking at a potentially 7 points. So hindi itatawag na unsportsmanlike. Hindi upgrade.
Can't complete the 4-point play. And the ball goes back to Meycauayan Marilao. Pressure here from Pasay.
Oh, wow. It's Pasay's ball.
What?
That's supposed to be... Dapat bola ng Meycauayan yan.
Looks like there is a challenge.
There's a challenge in the last point by Meycauayan Options.
So 47-39, Coach Jonathan Banal will challenge the call. And we will be right back for the result of this challenge.
Upon review, the challenge was successful.
What I don't really like about that is that Coach Jonathan had to use his challenge.
Exactly.
When it was obvious that it was last touch on Munmon de la Cruz. Right?
I'm with you.
Sayang. And Vince Tolentino will try to get it across. He does. MJ De La Virgen. Apolonio wants it against Jello Santiago. Jason closes in. No. Gets his own miss. Left-handed. Follow-up. No good. And fight for the loose ball. It ends up with Vince Tolentino. That's a whistle against Munmon de la Cruz. Caught reaching in.
Pasay's defense a little scrappy, you know. After giving up the paint touch kay Apolonio on the other end, forcing him to miss twice. And then attacking on the other end, a little sloppy with the basketball. Pabalik ang bola sa Marilao.
47-39. Canyal. Emeterio from downtown, no good. Miles Canyal. Offensive rebound and a layup. Galing kay Miles Canyal. 10-point lead for Meycauayan Marilao.
What an effort to get that offensive rebound. Galing siya sa labas. You know, behind the three-point line, went inside and was rewarded for his effort.
Malanganin na tira. Down goes Munmon Santiago. De La Cruz, rather. There's Jello Santiago who went for the layup.
A possible upgrade. Yung kanilang i-review dito. The foul by Miles Canyal on De La Cruz.
Eight and a half to go.
Here's the drive. The opening. The hang. Off ball. Ayan, yung kaliwang kamay. Buti nilang kumapit si Munmon de la Cruz. That would have been a nasty fall.
Yeah. Buti na
Marunong, no?
nasuportahan niya ng kaliwang kamay niya. Coriza.
No, even with the right hand.
Oh, yeah.
Kinapitan niya, no? Hinawakan muna siya nitong si Miles Canyal. Then kinapitan niya nung nakita niyang alanganin niya. Maging alanganin yung kanyang bagsak.
Here's Apolonio, spins and the foul. Oh, look at the wrestling match on the other side.
Pero ang tawag on ball. Pero yung mas matinding action, off ball.
Miles Canyal in the thick of the action once again.
Physicality picking up. Ito yung post-up ni Apolonio. First half pa lang, hinahanap na nila to. Drop step.
Look at the action on the far side of your screen.
I know that we're loving the action, but that has to be a foul on
Yes.
Miles Canyal. because Santiago, he was just trying to stand up. And then basically Miles Cañal, as you saw in the replay, I don't want to say pulled him down, but it was a force down by his hands. Kaya bumagsak ulit silang dalawa.
Let's go to Daphne.
Without Christian Fajarito, Coach M said everyone wants to step up, so they play individually. They need to help each other out and set aside their individual tendencies. While everyone went back inside the court after the huddle, Steve Nash Enriquez took time to pray outside, had a glimpse of the stats, had some short words exchanged with his fellow Bulldogs Mark and Jello. Prior noong Abra game nga, no, Nash is actually trying to upskill, joined the simple grind skills training and felt under the weather after. Kaya biro ko nga sa kanya, nilagnat ka ata sa pag-extra work mo. But seriously, those extras needs to show off tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Daphne. Certainly a game where Pasay needs everything to get over the hump, particularly without Christian Fajarito.
Well, again, going for win number 10 is Pasay tonight, which will tie them in terms of wins. Offensive foul itatawag dito. This is on the neck of Alcoriza by, was that Apolonio who was trying to get open? I didn't see the offensive player. Oh, it was Emeterio.
Yeah, Emeterio, the homegrown player, getting some minutes here
in the second half. Well, like I said, Ilagan will play tomorrow. They're 10-6. Pasay, if they escape this one without Fajarito, they will go 10-8, and then Meycauayan bababa sila, no, 8-8.
Upon review, it was an
Which will tie,
foul on number 17.
will be a tie between them and the Quezon City Black Bulls. Anong tawag dito?
It's an unsportsmanlike foul. Yeah, right there. Right on the neck of Renz Alcoriza or Emeterio.
Not a smart play, obviously. Because how many times have we seen out of the thousands of games already in 8 seasons, plays like that can just shift the momentum, especially to the team trailing, which is Pasay.
Thousands of games.
Thousands.
You think you've reached a thousand?
Yeah, I think so too.
Commissioner Emerson Oreta there, Boss Danny Espiritu, Sir Roy Luarca, and Head of Security Rudy Distrito. Grabe, no?
Thousands, yeah.
Nash Enriquez leaves it short. No call there. Tinamaan sa mukha si Apolonio. De la Virgen, runner, no. Gortiza with the rebound, ahead to Alcoriza. 19 points para kay Renz Alcoriza in this ball game.
It took him 2 looks to pass the ball. The first look, he hesitated. And usually when you hesitate like that, that ends up in a turnover. And that's how slow the transition defense was for Bulacan.
There's a whistle going against the pink shirts.
Are these the only 2 teams that wear pink in the league?
Yeah. Fast break of the game brought to you by the Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Nice job there by Alcoriza, controlling his momentum. Yung sandaling pagpigil niya, napapunta na kasi siyang outside after that mini drop step off the catch. Kung hindi, napunta siya sa ilalim ng ring. But now,
well, he struggled mightily against Abra. Only 1 of 11 has come back to produce 19 points here so far. Inside, nice pass. Oh, hindi natapos ni Apolonio. Pasa ni Apreco. Alcoriza goes downhill. And the foul against MJ De La Virgen.
Alcoriza, this will be free throw number 8 and 9. So you have to appreciate not only his ability to score from the outside. A lot of highlights for us to show since the first half. But also tonight, he's been really aggressive of putting pressure at the rim and on the defense eventually dito sa Marilao, Bulacan.
MannyPay is the digital wallet built for the community. And rebound ni Felix Apreco. De La Vergen from way out. Santiago with a rebound. Apreco commits the foul, and Jello Santiago is going to the free throw line. Useless foul there.
Jello Santiago has made his presence felt on both ends, but I couldn't believe my eyes when I look at the stat sheet that was his first rebound in the game.
Ooh.
Unti-unting nabubuhayan ang mga fans dito sa Pasay.
Yes, extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Jello Santiago knocks down the free throw. 3-point game. Cyril Gonzalez is back on the floor. Ajem Miranda up against Alcoriza. Ajem, there's a switch. Santiago is on him. Hilario up against Miranda. Ajem for three. No. Alcoriza leading the break. 3-on-2. Alcoriza draws the foul on Ajem Miranda. And one thing that has really changed for Pasay is that they are now controlling the glass. They've kept out Felix Apreco out of that offensive glass right there. And the rest of Meycauayan Marilao.
Meycauayan in the first half controlled the boards 19-12, and this game has certainly changed, to your point, because the rebounding story still controlled by Meycauayan. 20-17, but it's been a tight race compared to first half kung saan malayo yung disparity.
That they have gotten out in transition. Itong Pasay, they have sped up the game and it has worked wonders. 50-49. Meycauayan, isa na lang lamang against Pasay.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sikreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. And speaking of Sports Plus, we'd like to send out our birthday greetings to Rosel Maningat, the partnership lead with the MPBL Sports Plus. Siya yung nag-nauuna sa mga natin dito, mga projects, especially with Sports Plus.
Happy birthday po, Madam Rosel.
Sana, Madam Rosel, pakain ka bukas. Kita-kita niyo sa Bacoor. Marami naman pong pwedeng anuhan doon.
Maraming kainan doon.
Maraming kainan doon.
Circling around outside the gym.
Oo, tuturo ko po sa'yo kung saan pwede. Nandun po kami bukas. Pero I hope you enjoyed your day. Very.
It's like you're giving her with no choice, announcing this.
alam ko naman na very hardworking yan si Madam.
Feeling kong nasa isip ni Madam ngayon. No, sana hindi mo na lang ako binati.
Alam mo, Madam, di ko nga rin alam eh. Dito ko lang din alam eh, nalaman eh. Di bale, bukas, bawi ka. 51-49, 2-point game. Gonzalez is back. Hilario for the lead. In and out. Manliguez, the offensive rebound. Cyril Gonzalez launches the three. In and out again. Some sorry misses here from Pasay. Nandun na sa loob eh. Pastoran. Gets it to AJ Miranda. Miranda, nalibre si Apreco. No. Serrano. Staying strong, no good. The stop by Pasay. Jello Bumuelo, baseline drive. Last touch ni Ajem.
Are they gonna challenge? It was a successful challenge. Yung una, they still have one more, I believe. Tama ba? Meycauayan. But what a play defensively. I believe that was Kinal.
Yeah, sumabay.
Yeah, Apreco was on his way for an easy layup. Hindi ko alam, no? But binali pa niya. It was a point guard na challenge sa kanya. And then the box out by Kinal also on Apreco that leads to this possession on the other end.
Last touch ni Ajem. So good job there not to challenge that call. Kinal. Hilario. Atake. Hilario! A sidestep beauty galing kay Brian Hilario ties it up at 51.
Has been a struggle of shooting the basketball before that drive. Everything from the outside for him, 0 for 5. Well, what a way to score your first two with a beauty.
It's a loose ball foul on Apreco. The Voyagers have flipped the script here in the third period. Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Hilario attacks the closeout. Iniwasan ng bantay. Dalawa yan. Tatlo yan ang miniwasan ni Brian Hilario. Beautiful footwork from the big man.
And just a poor read by Serrano because game recognition while it's happening, very important. I mentioned before that basket, 0 for 4 from downtown is Hilario, so you might want to close out shorter for a guy who is yet to make a three and then just contest with a late challenge. Not the case that time. Hilario ties the game. Santiago right now at the line will take the lead. Parang masama pa yung loob ng bola eh. Papasok, mukhang lalabas ulit. Papasok na.
Parang ayaw eh. So the quarter is now 16-4. This is the first lead of the game for Pasay. 2 for 2 para dito kay Jello Santiago. Mark Parks has returned and Santiago gets a breather. Nargente looking for a teammate. Binigay kay Naive. Well, this was the 5 earlier and had some success. He finishes on the other side. We're tied at 53.
Just a defensive lapse really by the whole Pasay. Started with Cyril on the ball from the backcourt. Dire-diretso yung lane drive ni Naive. Just a timely bounce pass for a timely basket by Giab.
Manliguez. Hilario puts his head down. Parks is open. Parks for 3. That doesn't work. Rebound ni Naive. Argente on the move. Argente probing, attacking. Argente's layup is good.
I am slowly loving this kid's game. Composed using the drag screen by Apreco. A little change of pace to go to his right. Beautiful finish.
10 points for Argente. Gonzalez launches. It's been a struggle for Cyril.
With the last two defensive rebounds by the guards of Meycauayan, big time. The first one by Naive. The last one by Pastoran.
Balik sa laro, Renz Alcoriza and Monmon de la Cruz. For Brian Hilario and Daryl Manliguez. Giab to Apreco. Lumabas si Naive. Binabatay ni Parks. Naive looking for a teammate. And a tough shot forced by Mark Parks. Alcoriza. Binigay kay Gonzalez. Draws the foul. Good fake there by Cyril.
Alcoriza immediately apologizing. Why? Because of the angle. No? Papasok siya. Palapit kay Cyril. He was able to create the mini 2-on-1 with that coast-to-coast layup or drive rather from backcourt. Pero yung huling drive niya papunta kay Cyril, kaya si Apreco was still able to recover ball-to-ball from Alcoriza to Gonzalez. Nice fake as you mentioned. 2 free throws for Cyril.
This free throw is brought to you by Sri Mangsubok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. And this might, just might, get Cyril Gonzalez going here in this ball game.
His first point. Second.
Tabla tayo at 55. A little over 2 minutes remaining in the third period. Pastoran. Jimboy on the blitz. Natapik ang bola. Kinal spins, loses control. Turnover.
Alcoriza was wide open on the weak side. A good job by, again, the 3 guards actually. Argente, Naive, and Pastoran packing the paint in transition, forcing Kinal to make a decision and eventually a poor one.
55 all. 2 minutes.
That's a triple stream. Zipper action para kay Argente.
Giab thought about it. This time fires the
That's
3.
short,
It's
not
short.
a good shot.
He gets his own miss.
That's a
Giab.
walk. Yeah, that's a walk.
Travel.
Yeah. Almost made up for the poor shot. But eventually, it's a turnover.
The Voyagers call timeout. 1 minute and 42 remaining here in the third. We'll be right back. Renz Alcoriza, 22 points and 5 rebounds on 3 of 4 shooting from 3. And after that nightmarish game against Abra, he has come alive here. 1 of 11 na siya against the solid North Weavers. What a way to bounce back. Renz Alcoriza.
I've always been a fan of his game because he seems to be like the plug-and-play type of player. Kahit saan mo siyang ipasok,
Yes,
no?
yun nga.
Two-way player, plays both sides. A good offensive player than we think. Tulad ngayong gabi, 22 points siya, no? But obviously lacks still the consistency to do this on a nightly basis. Nice fake underneath by Munmun.
Pasay regains the lead, 57-55. They talk about Renz Alcoriza. Yun yung mga X-factor type of players,
right,
who can decide a game for you. I think, if I remember correctly, that's a travel or push from Parks. It was either a travel call or a for a push. Remember in Game 2 of the National Finals in Dubai.
Yung unang champion, yung pangalawa.
Yung una.
Yeah.
No, was that the second?
Second one.
Second one. Okay. And I think he had 4 triples in that game.
That was the game kung saan suspended si Encho Serrano.
Yes.
The second one, that's why he had to step up.
Him and Raymond Binuya won that game for Pampanga. Convincingly.
Now that we're talking about it, it's funny because what I remember, I didn't go with you guys on the trip. What I remember watching the pre-games and all of that was si Gov Delta, sinasabi niya, importante yung composure natin. Kahit na anong physical ang gawin nila, huwag natin patulan, huwag tayong magpapa-unsportsmanlike foul. And then, long and behold, fast forward, game 1, who commits the unsportsmanlike foul? Encho Serrano on LJ Gonzalez. It was so bad that he had to be suspended by the league for game 2. But then again, kung hindi nangyari yon, hindi mangyayari din yung pag-step up ni Alcoriza.
Naalala ko yun. Naging naging ticket coordinator si Encho Serrano for that game.
Ito yung galaw ni Giyab.
We call a technical on Gurtiza, or who's the technical going to be on?
I don't know, because si Gurtiza bumagsak dahil tinamaan. Si Giyab was just trying to get his own rebound off his own miss. Here's the play. Yun, tinamaan. Incidental, I thought, yung Siko. Bumagsak si Gurtiza.
And they're calling, they want to call a flop on...
That's not a flop.
Gurtiza.
That's not a flop. They should not call a flop. Tinamaan talaga eh. Even though it was, I thought, incidental, no wind-up there. Pero masakit yung mga ganyan, ha? Especially for a smaller defender.
Yes, it is a technical.
Wow.
They're gonna call a flop.
Wow.
Pasay number 3, King Gurtiza for faking a foul at the restricted area. Third foul, King Gurtiza.
Interesting.
I disagree. I disagree.
Technical free throw is good.
I would have understood this call if there was no replay. But obviously we have the benefit of that. Our officials have that benefit. But I disagree with this one. Because I don't think they understand, especially for a smaller defender to defend a taller defender on the post. Now, Sumalo, no? A little chicken wing.
This is now on. Possession has one game to Meycauayan, Meycauayan.
Because the message sent to me, because he got a technical, is, Sidel, every time you get hit on the face with an elbow, you're not supposed to fall down. You should stand your ground. But a steal, Alcoriza. How good has he been tonight?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant to see Renz Alcoriza, 27 in the game. Argente, bawing-bawi, 61-59. Alcoriza, that would have been crazy if he made that shot.
Well, what a way to end the quarter for Meycauayan. He's not going to get a stat for it. I'm not sure if we're going to see the replay, but the screen here. Oh, this was the steal, rather, by Alcoriza.
Steal of the game is brought to you by the Extreme Boom 3 waterproof speaker, stoppable sound, ultimate power.
The screen by Vince Tolentino opened up the 3. The buzzer-beating 3 for Meycauayan.
For Argente.
Yeah, for Argente.
61-59 for the Gems. Fourth quarter coming your way.
Bakit parang ayaw mo nang makipagkita sa akin?
Dahil natatakot ako. Maganda kung iisipin pero sa totoong buhay.
So hindi po pwede ang rich girl at poor boy?
Bakit pwede ba?
Bakit naman hindi?
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sekreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. We're back here at the Astrodome. Final 10 minutes of this one. Fourth quarter. And best quarter for Pasay, the third, 23-14. Meycauayan exploding for 27 in the second period. 61-59. Alcoriza scores once again on the drive. 26 in the ball game para kay Renz Alcoriza.
I have to wonder where the help defense was, especially for the best player thus far tonight. Alcoriza continues to pour on to start the fourth.
Jimboy Pastoran. Step back jumper doesn't work. Rebound. Nakuha ni Cyril Gonzalez. Gortiza. Alcoriza again. Up against Pastoran. Alcoriza turn around. No. Naive secures the rebound. Off to Pastoran. Argente. Libre. He'll fire. It's in and out. Rebound ni Monmon de la Cruz.
That was a quick trigger in transition by Meycauayan. Did not really have numbers in transition. No rebounders really underneath.
Foul, basket, and one. Cyril Gonzalez.
When you talk about a player that can put you in a blender, this is something that I've been witness since he was in high school. There's the foul by Tolentino, and Cyril Gonzalez. Just a little wizardry with that move. Gets away from a pretty good defender.
Yeah. Are they reviewing it?
For an upgrade, possibly.
Yeah, looks like it.
Because no play on the ball. I would understand this if it's an upgrade. There it is.
Yeah, because it looked like he stuck his foot out.
Upon review, the last call has upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul on Vince Tolentino.
It's been upgraded into an unsportsmanlike foul.
This is a good call. Here's the move. Up and under, right there. Left leg. Cannot do that, even in football, right? Can you do that? I don't know. I know nothing about that sport. You're the expert.
Penalty yun, penalty.
Okay.
Yellow card. Di naman. Depends. Which area of the field it's done. So if, for example, it's a transition and they have numbers and you do that,
yeah,
that's a yellow.
Yes.
That's an automatic yellow card.
That makes sense.
Kasi medyo cynical yung challenge mo. May intention ka talaga eh.
I thought Alcoriza was fouled.
Well, Meycauayan let off the hook there. Medyo sinuwerte sila dun, no? Not giving up another basket. Miranda, Apolonio, Apreco. Ajem has it. 8 seconds. Munmun, dinikitan si Miranda. Ajem fires a jumper. No. Nagawan sa rebound. Last touch ni Gortiza. Ball will stay with Meycauayan Marilao. Plenty of time here. De La Virgen knocks down the three. We're tied once again.
A beautiful execution, almost like a flex action on the strong side. But then De La Virgen ends up with a handoff of the inbounds. Nice play by Coach Jonathan. Big shot by De La Virgen.
Alcoriza to the corner. Gortiza nails the triple. And Pasay ahead once again by 3.
There's a saying that one big shot deserves another. Sinundan kagad yung tira ni De La Virgen by Gortiza.
Naive gustong bumawi. Gortiza secures the rebound. Gonzalez. Gonzalez and one. Lorenza Goriza can put a lot of pressure on the rim, and Cyril Gonzalez can do the same.
Nice recovery on the basketball. His first move, ang ganda nung basa ni Ajem Miranda. Got even a hand in to deflect the ball. Pero nung pag-recover niya, no, the quick drop step to the middle. Able to get that slight edge.
Just the, medyo ano lang, no? Iba yung, talking about Alcoriza and Gonzalez. Mas ano lang to eh. Mas refined yung kanyang one-on-one moves. No? Manny plays the digital wallet built for the community. Mas downhill driver ito si Renz Alcoriza. But parehong problema kung ikaw ang kalaban. 5-point game, Pasay. 5-0 run. Argente. They go to Ajem Miranda. 3, got it.
What a timely basket for Ajem for his first field goal here in the second half for 10 points. He does a good job with his shot fakes that if you're the defender, you don't know when he's going to shoot the ball. Cyril gustong bawiin way off.
Munmun. Cello for 2 and 1.
I don't know about you, Sidel, but it seems to me that this quarter in particular, Meycauayan has given up a ton of three-point plays, which has been costly for Bulacan.
And every possession down the floor, it seems like may nakukuha lagi itong Pasay. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL, whether it's a basket or free throws or an offensive rebound, you name it. The Voyagers gotten something out of everything here in the fourth. In the sixth, may 6 na minuto pa tayo natitira dito. 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers. Miranda puts his head down. Off-balance shot won't work. Apolonio. Argente from the corner. Good! What a shot!
What a rebound and a pass by Apolonio. Well, Miranda was able to get a hand in on his own miss. Bumagsak kay Apolonio. How about the recognition by Apolonio? Argente knocks it down.
Alcoriza to Gortiza.
Partially blocked, maybe?
No.
No?
Nag-alangan lang talaga on the closeout of Apreco.
And that's a shot that he made, same spot, couple possessions prior.
De la Virgen, Miranda, Argente, Apreco, and Apolonio. The 5 on the floor for Meycauayan, Marilao. Apreco back to De La Virgen. MJ gets it to Apolonio. Now Apreco. Well executed by Meycauayan, Marilao.
And the key there was the quick pass from the top of the key by De La Virgen to Apolonio and made the defense react. The roll to the basket by Apreco right here. A little 2-on-1 right there. And Apreco with the adjustment in mid-air of the challenge by Kinal.
High game again, 72 all. Another run here for Meycauayan, Marilao. Santiago wants a clear out against Apreco. Apreco staying with him. Santiago can't knock down the jumper.
Excellent block out by Apolonio against the bigger and wider Monmon de la Cruz.
De La Virgen, they blitz him, balik sa kanya ang bola. MJ, Argente, 5 seconds. MJ makes his move, nowhere to go. De La Virgen.
Look at Apolonio, keeping that ball alive.
Yes.
As much as size is important, especially on rebounding, it's really the heart to show it. Apolonio, even though undersized, twice already, this time on the offensive end.
Now he was smart enough really to close it down the angulo para kay Monmon para to stay on the floor. Sarado eh. Miranda, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Argente, no, and Jello Santiago will not be denied for that rebound.
Excellent coverage that time. The little two-man game, ghost screen action. I believe that was Kinal and Alcoriza. Well defended.
Alcoriza, Santiago, Kinal, one dribble pull-up. Nothing there.
Is that a push? That is a push.
On Apreco.
That's why the defense always stops on the defensive rebound. They did an excellent job of not only forcing the shot, but really moving with the basketball. No advantage created on the weak side. Usually it's a 2-on-1, became a 2-on-2. Argente, nice closeout. But the push by Apreco, and Apreco, that will be graduate na.
No, tapos na siya. Hindi ko alam kung anong kurso, pero tapos na siya.
Oo, tapos na. Course of fouling out, I would say.
Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Probably the shortest course you'll ever take. It only takes 1 to 2 hours. I mean, Dudu Jaworski made that happen in, 17 minutes? Something like that, in a half.
I can make it happen in like...
I'm sure you can. I'm glad you threw yourself under the bus.
Miranda trying to regain control here. Up against King Ortiza. Agent crossover.
That's a foul.
Runs out of space.
Yeah, I thought he was fouled. But usually they don't call it when it's this tight already. I'm not sure if it was obvious.
No, they run into a really tight spot. The spacing was off there.
It was.
For Meycauayan Marilao.
But you got to give credit to the defense of Pasay, not showing that they had space, and obviously the on-ball defense to force the turnover.
We're still tied at 72. Alcoriza to Monmon inside. De La Cruz finishes up top. 74-72, Pasay regains the lead. And it's Renz Alcoriza making things happen. Sumabay itong si Jeric Serrano. And Monmon de la Cruz only had to deal with Apolonio there. Easy two for Monmon. 2:55 remaining. We'll be right back.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sikreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Don't miss the newest Turkish drama to hit Philippine screens, Twist of Fate. Weeknights at 8 on Solar Flix. Solar Flix is seen on Sky Channel 16, Signal Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 33, and DVT Channel 21 in Metro Manila. Back to the ball game. Under 3 minutes remaining here at the Astrodome. Bola na Meycauayan Marilao, down by 2. And we'll try to get it across here. And De La Virgen does that. Coach Jonathan Banal sticking with the same 5. Miranda, Serrano, Apolonio, De La Virgen, and Argente. MJ, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, look what I found, says Jason Apolonio. 74 all. 7 in the game para kay Apolonio. Double dribble on Cyril Gonzalez. Turnover. Twist of fate.
It is a twist of fate. I was about to say, you beat me to it for about 2 seconds. Because that lapse of getting the defensive rebound, like we said, could be the twist of fate.
Miranda, spin move, good.
What a big difference that rebound was by Apolonio, who's been outstanding, especially in the last 5 minutes on both ends. Imagine going to the other side, the other team potentially to be up by 4 or 5. Now they're up by 2.
Alcoriza splits the double. Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Jello Santiago with a timely 3.
Of the pass once again by Renz Alcoriza.
Ajem will fire. Yes! That took a lot of guts from Ajem Miranda, and he knocks down the 3. The Gems back on top. 79-77. A minute and 39 to play here at the Astrodome.
Well, it's been a while since I said this phrase, a phrase that we will never get old. What a game! Parang yung last natin was a couple weeks ago in Quezon. But the shot making, especially down the stretch, the tough jumper by Santiago, the pass from Alcoriza, and this one, the creation and make by Miranda.
Okay, corner yan, Jello, pag meron ha, clear? Ngayon, ito, pare, silipin nyo to ha. Adjust kayo. Renz, baka pwede yan ha. Make natin yan. Make natin yan. Ay, Renz, sa kabila pala.
Pasay down by 2, a minute and 39 remaining. Alcoriza has been the man of the hour for Pasay in the absence of Pajarito. He's got 26 points. Jello Santiago providing support with 13. Gortiza has 12. AJ Miranda, 15 points and 6 assists. Last 5 points coming from AJ. Alcoriza misses the 3. Argente And Munmon de la Cruz fighting for that rebound. Nakuha ni Gonzalez. Here's Jello Santiago inside. Ayaw. And De La Virgen secures the rebound. MJ bigay kay Asia. 79-77. Miranda against Gortiza. 2 seconds. Asia loses his balance.
Offense took too long for Agent to make something happen. He was successful on the possession prior, but not that time. Excellent on-ball defense by Gortiza.
Well, sinabayan all the way ni Gortiza. Great job there staying in front of Asia Miranda. No threes according to Coach Jonathan Banal here. Under a minute to play. Gonzalez.
Spread ball screen.
There's a switch now. Serrano ang nakabantay kay Gonzalez. 10 seconds in the shot clock. Gonzalez crossover. Gonzalez backing down. Tough shot. No. Rebound, Asia Miranda.
I would have chosen the mismatch on the big Hilario on Argente with time on the clock. Right there.
And let Hilario go to the post, and they're in penalty as well.
Right.
So that's only the first foul here.
But you can't blame Cyril Gonzalez because he's been outstanding in the second half of not only getting to the line but getting there and scoring as well with his, three-point plays.
Ajam again with the basketball. Doesn't look like they're gonna foul. 9-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Miranda, 8 seconds. Ajam, there's a switch. Argente from way downtown. John Argente. And that might be night here in Pasay.
Yeah, so much that the people inside the Cuneta/Pasay Astrodome did not see it, does not want to see it anymore. They're heading out. This was not even the parking lot. Moa Arena yun.
All the way from Manila Bay. That triple from Sean Argente makes it a 5-point lead for Meycauayan Marilao. 12.3 seconds remaining in the ball game. And what a fight back here from Meycauayan Marilao. Coach M, you see the reaction. Ang hirap because they really defended that possession very well. But yung separation ni kinailangan ni Sean Argente to make that shot, that was 26 feet. 28 feet.
That was a gutsy shot because after Miranda gave up the basketball, gusto niyang ibalik sa kanya. Hiningi niya yung bola ulit But Argente obviously had other things
Alcoriza
in mind.
for 3. No. Jello Santiago will try. In and out. Rebound Naive. And Meycauayan Marilao with a huge win on the road against the Pasay Voyagers. What a huge boost to their playoff hopes.
Not only that, getting to the number 4 spot to secure home court advantage. We have plenty of games remaining, but because these two teams seem to be involved, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, and other teams as well, who knows? It might boil down to this game. Baka balikan nila to.
Well, could boil down to a play-in or play-off scenario.
Possibly,
but such a huge win. And we saw some big shots tonight, particularly from this guy right here, Sean Argente, our best player of the game, brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. 19 points on 4 of 5 shooting from beyond the arc, and the biggest one was that triple from way downtown. to close this one out, Sean Argente. What a performance.
That was a night-night moment for him. 11 in the second half. He had a huge 3 also in the fourth quarter, in the corner of the offensive rebound by Apolonio. But the biggest one, the last one, to close the game out.
82-77. Let's go to Daphne.
Maraming salamat sa Delv. Sean, you've been shooting around all throughout the 4 quarters, but walk me through that final big 3-pointer para i-ensure na kayo ang magwawagi ngayong gabi.
Siguro nasa isip ko lang yung killer instinct ko. Kasi kung babalikan nyo yung previous games namin, laging second half kami na hahabol, and yun nga, losing streak kami. So sabi ni Coach Tan sa amin na kailangan namin itong panalo na to. Ngayon lang.
Tingin mo mamaya kamusta ang magiging tulog mo, especially na hindi ito basta-bastang panalo lang, but this was a hard-earned one.
Siguro magiging sobrang sarap ng tulog ko. Lagpas pa 8 hours.
Sobra-sobra na ngayon. Baka meron kang gustong pasalamatan ngayon, Sean?
Siyempre, unang-una, nagpapasalamat kami sa bosses namin kay Mayor Attorney Gemsi of Marilao, Bulacan, Boss Cap Aya Saigon, Mayor Attorney Henry Villarica of Meycauayan, Bulacan, Boss Kaiser Galvez, Madam Grace Labrusca Galvez, and nagpapasalamat din po kami sa sponsors namin, yung Villarica Pawn Shop, Perea Moto District, Gemina C Foundation, Gusti Ship, Manning Philippines, XIV, our official outfitter. And binabati ko din lahat ng Marileño at mga taga Meycauayan na sumusuporta sa amin. And syempre yung family ko, yung parents ko na nasa bahay, and yung ate ko, yung family ng girlfriend ko, and yung girlfriend ko, Viandre family and Villarreal family. Yung mga family ko sa Davao and sa States, sila Mama Cel, sila Lolo Boy, sila Ninang Chi, Ma'am Si. Yung mga tropa ko dyan sa Cainta, sila Paco, sila Chang, yung sila Jed, sila MC. And sino pa ba? Yun lang. Yung lahat ng family ko. Sa Pasay Green pala, sila Tito Vin, sila Mami Gail, sila Tita Che. Ayun lang.
Maraming salamat, Sean. At mukhang mahimbing nga ang magiging tulog mo. Our best player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Daphne, and congratulations kay Sean Argente and Meycauayan Marilao. Coach Jonathan Banal, congratulations as well, winning here at the Astrodome. Mga laro natin bukas, nasa Strike Gym po tayo in Bacoor, Cavite. That's a familiar venue for the MPBL in the first 6 seasons of the league, and we are back there just for this special game. It's Gensan versus San Juan in the main game. Another game that should be a blockbuster, Ilagan, Isabela, and then Cebu versus Bacolod ang unang game. Some really good games here at the Astrodome. I hope everyone enjoyed that. For my partner, Christian Luans, our courtside reporter, Daphne Cristobal, and for the rest of our crew here, the Post Dav Tupa saying maraming salamat and good night from Pasay City.
Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan.